It's an optical disc. I wonder for what terminal.
CurlyHairedHero here, and it's time for some more Space Griffon VF-9. Just found a very odd disc. After looking around this floor, I spent quite a lot of time doing so. But let's go ahead and find out where exactly I can use this disc.
This is Thief. I've gotten out to the storage area. Sorry about the noise on the last transmission. The transmitter goes dead in the mining section. Anyway, I figured out the map for the mining section. Certain sections collapsed and changed things around a bit.
This is Boss. Anything peculiar?
I haven't gone deep enough to find out if anything's peculiar. The in-mine circuit seems to be working, but I'll go down to mine maintenance and hook up to the in-mine circuit. That will keep my transmissions clear.
Right, get to it.
Turns out our disc is for this terminal here.
Huh? This terminal's a bit different from the others. Insert disc.
Naturally, it's the disc that we just found, Jim. Go ahead and try and figure that out real quickly.
It's an optical disc.
Disc verified. Biological monster data download granted.
This is data on the biomonster. I'll download it to the Griffon computer.
Now, at first, I thought that was information on the particular biomonster that we faced quite a couple of times, but it's just general information about the biomonsters that inhabit Hamlet, which we've faced quite a couple of times, sort of, on this floor. We've already faced the one that had Stormy hostage. And now that she's made her way back, we're trying to make it over there, to those biomonsters there, because there's some sort of breeding ground on this floor or something like that, and she accidentally opened the hatch. So we gotta go beat the shit out of them, and then just close down the, I believe it was called the N3 gate. And that should take care of the whole biomonster problem. And the disc that we just found just gives us information on them. And by information, it just gives us sort of like a database. We have a sort of enemy database inside of our Griffon computer, and it has information on, all the characters, on other VFs that our comrades use, and there's also information from like the security robots, and now we also have information on the biological monsters that we can find here. And that information just means their HP, the sort of attack that they have, and maybe their defense. I don't know if they're the defense value per se, but yeah, this is the biological monster here. I don't know if I think it also gives it a name, but I'm just not really gonna pay too much attention to that since it's not really that important. It's also some weird jellyfish-looking monster, but it's basically the same as the sliding robot, or rather, the sliding security robot that I think I found last floor. Primarily, they're just those little weird Rumba-looking robots that just slide around and shoot things at you. That's pretty much how it is. The only difference is that these gelatinous monsters, I think they move around a little bit more, or maybe the same actually. I think I just touched my mic. Sorry about that. But I think they're pretty much the same exact enemy. I mean that even like programming-wise, I'm trying to say that maybe they just copied the same exact sort of data for that monster and just gave it a different, texture, which seems like it, because it's pretty much the same. The only difference is that the Rumbas sometimes shoot lasers.
Good. I've eliminated all enemy units here.
These guys don't. They just shoot missiles.
Boss, this section is free of enemy units.
Good. Now go and seal off the biomonster holding area. Close off the N3 gate.
Roger, I'll close the N3 gate. Good. Now I'll close the N3 gate. All I have to do is press the gate switch. Good. I'm all set.
I hate how specific he has to be.
Boss, the N3 gate is closed. All hostiles in this section have been eliminated.
Well done. I'll have to ask you to go to backup Stormy. We can't seem to reach her from here, and we don't know where she is.
We went to level 5 after getting off elevator 3. I'll go after her. I've got to find Maria. She's on level 5.
So yeah, after we rescue Vermia, totally switched around the names. God, I swear, sometimes I really feel like I'm really dyslexic. Cause there are certain times where I'll like write down numbers or I'll look at numbers and like remember them or whatever, but I'll remember them in like reverse order, which is really odd. Anyways, we saved Maria from a big biomonster on this floor after she sort of sent a distress call to us. Us being Boss, Bighorn, and me, who were on the what floor was it? The 7th floor, the databank, because I had just given them the disc that we found. So, after I saved her, I took her to level 5 so she can do some repairs and also get some weapons and stuff, you know, get herself battle ready. But apparently she's not answering, so we're gonna go ahead and check up on her real quick. I hope you you guys don't mind that I've kind of edited this episode a little heavier than the other ones, just to speed things along, because there's a lot of sort of me going around.
Let's try contacting her. No response. That's strange.
Hey kid, what's up? Are you near where I am?
I'm in the south area of level 5. I was searching for Stormy.
What happened to Stormy?
She was attacked by a biomonster on level 4 and should have come to this level for repairs. Any readings on your sensor killer?
Shoot, my machine has had it. I just ditched it a while ago. All I have now is a portable transceiver and a gun. I can only hear you, kid.
What? Are you alright, killer?
I'm used to this. I'd rather you compliment me for being able to get out alive after being completely surrounded by military autonoids.
Should I contact Boss and ask for some help?
Jeez, does everybody think I'm absolutely helpless? Rather than worry about me, go and find Stormy. I'll just hop onto one of these security units and be right back on the job.
All right. Watch yourself, killer.
You too.
So yeah, apparently Killer has lost his VF and he's trying to get some sort of small guard robot that he can jump into, or maybe not a guard robot per se, I forgot the exact term, but he's trying to find a replacement bot to hop into right now. But yeah, I was saying that I've edited this episode a bit heavier because on the previous floor I was spending so much time getting lost and going around because there was a lot of random partitions that they didn't want to open, so I had to sort of walk around a lot, try and figure out where things are. Here's a new enemy actually. It also has a new weapon, which are these linear discs that I'm gonna have access to pretty soon, but not at the moment. I'm getting kind of wrecked right now actually. It's a higher level, so I can't use my my laser constantly. It has to recharge because of the action response time. And my Vulcan does like no damage. Because I still have a small Vulcan, which is completely useless. As you can see there at ST, it only does 5 damage. So naturally, I'm gonna have to bring out my medium beam gun, so at least I can do more damage. And I'm also gonna use the small rocket launcher that I picked up a while back, so that I can take down this thing, because I am just getting wrecked, and I actually have pretty low health at this point. I think the entirety of my health is like 8,000 or something like that, and I'm pretty sure I only have like 2,000 at the moment. So I'll heal up in a bit. I'm not entirely in danger of dying right now, especially since there's no monsters around, but the sort of enemies that are around here don't really do enough damage to kill me immediately. Unless, you know, I get really careless and don't move for like a while.
There are tons of weapons here. When I find Maria, I'll have to bring her here.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm doing this shit now. They're supposed to make you... They want you to sort of look around here and see this place and then come back later on with Maria, and then they're going to give you some time to sort of get new weapons. But fuck that. I'm going to do that now, obviously. Why the fuck would I not? But yeah, you can see every little sort of crevice or every single sort of indent in the map has a weapon in it. Most of them, at least half of them, are new powerful weapons. The other half are sort of weapons we already have. For example, here's a small linear cannon, which is the same weapon that new enemy was using just now. So I'm obviously going to pick that up. It's actually my favorite weapon in the entire game, just because it looks really cool. But it's actually no different than most of the other weapons. It just has a disc. It's somewhere in between the... between the laser, the beam gun, and the rocket launcher, because it has a lot more ammo than the rocket launcher, but it's a lot more power. It's not as powerful as the rocket launcher, but it's more powerful than the beam gun. So it's, you know, here and there. And there's also a mid-sized Vulcan, which is fucking awesome, because the small Vulcan we have does shit. Granted, this only does 10 damage, but that's still a lot better than 5, quite honestly. Ooh, here. This is a gun launcher. Sounds exciting, but it's totally just a rocket launcher that you can mount only on your left and right hands. That's all it is, honestly. Because rocket launchers, you can only put on your middle mount, while the gun launcher, you can only put on your right and left hand. So you can have 2 rocket launchers, technically. That's basically what it amounts to. Yeah, here, this thing. This is another reason why I'm editing a lot.
A Tesla manager? That's an LVF replacement part. I don't need it for the Griffon.
So yeah, it's one of those silly things in video games where you find sort of this item thing that you know is going to be essential to the plot later on, but they don't let you pick it up and carry it with you at all. So you kind of have to just remember where that is and come back to it later once you meet a certain prerequisite. So, just a heads up, that's kind of going to happen like 3 times in maybe this episode, maybe the next episode. I don't really know how much time I have. I'm going to leave it for next episode. But basically, I'm going to have to do that a couple of times without spoiling. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter because there's not too much to spoil. Alright, so I think that's all the weapons now. So I'm just going to go ahead and try and see if I can find Maria. I think she might be down here. I'm either going to find Maria, or I'm going to find another one of those things that I was talking about. Yeah, no, it's not here. It's definitely not here. But I think this is another item that I can't pick up now. No, this is just a unit. Probably a power unit. Alright. Surprisingly, I'm doing really good on energy, because I'm usually running really low on energy, because I tend to use a lot of beam guns. It's my... well, it's sort of my favorite weapon. It's my most... because I like a lot of the other weapons because they're a bit cooler, but it's the weapon that I use the most. It's the most reliable weapon, so you use it a lot. But later on in the game, you get a really big, bulky sort of lasers that take up a lot of energy. So there are times where, like, now I'm sort of being willy-nilly, where I'm kind of just, like, mashing the button. I have nothing equipped except the beam gun. Yeah, now I'm being a little willy-nilly and just mashing the button. Alright, so he's gonna... Here's the old enemy that we faced before, so let's see what the linear gun can do. As you can see, it's just basically that. It's a slightly stronger sort of rocket launcher, or sorry, slightly stronger... I mean, it's not really slightly stronger than the beam gun. It is, but it's basically just a weaker missile launcher that I can use on my left or right mount. That's basically all it is. Alright, so we saw there that the sort of friendly data sensor or signal or whatever the hell you want to call it on the map is on the other side. So we're just going to go ahead and take down this enemy real quickly. And then we'll go see what that is, even though it's... You fucking... Are you kidding me? I just fucking got this thing! Oh, you... Oh my god. I can't believe that this stupid thing just destroyed it. Oh. Yeah, the gun launcher is extremely powerful. It's twice as strong as the missile launcher. But I cannot believe that this stupid fucking bird thing just killed, or rather destroyed, the linear cannon I just fucking got.
Pitch trim compensator? That's an LVF replacement part. It can't be used on the Griffon.
So yeah, that's another one of those things where he's like, oh, this thing looks like I'll need it later, but I'm gonna leave it here until we have to actually pick it up. Alright, so I'm gonna just equip the usual stuff, just because I don't really feel like using the gun launcher right now. There's not really a need for such a strong weapon. I will need to heal next episode. And yeah, we'll also find out what's up with Maria next time. See you soon.